at these 1995 European Figure Skating Championships. But first, let's welcome back International Skating Union Judge Gene Sempt with another edition of the Judge's Seat.
At these European Championships here in Dortmund, some of the skaters we have seen before and some of them are new. They all, of course, have qualified to be here by being tops in their national championships. And here in Dortmund, they've also had to make it through the qualifying rounds. So how do the judges go about evaluating all these skaters and picking out the ones that eventually surface the winners? Basically, they look at all the performances and evaluate the successes within each program. There's a tendency to think that judges watch programs and make notes of mistakes, like this 2-foot landing. They do that, but more importantly, they pay attention to the successes, those elements which are done particularly well. Judges watch for jumps that aren't just completed, but that have good height, distance traveled, and solid landing. They also look for unique ways of combining jumps. This sequence shows strength and dexterity, a creative presentation not often seen. Spins are watched closely to see if they have a refined look to them, a superior or innovative spinning position. Well-performed spins greatly add to the successes of the program. Footwork is checked to see if it's intricate, clever, and emphasizes the highlights in the music. Well-performed connecting steps round out a program and contribute once again to success. There's often a question of whether a fall prevents a skater from having the winning performance. This is not necessarily so. If a fall does occur, the element in question is not counted. As long as there are enough other successes, the fall should not be a barrier to winning. To record just the mistakes is a negative way of looking at these programs and actually doesn't provide enough information on which to make a comparative decision. Instead, the judges focus on the successes, what's done and what's well done. And in the end, it's the program with the best and the most successes that will surface the winner.
Thank you, Gene. Elena Liashenko focusing on what she needs to do to be successful tonight. And here are the standings after the short program. Russia's skaters Markova and Budurskaya, first and third. Bonaly, the 4-time winner, in second place. And Liashenko is fifth behind German champion Tanya Shevchenko. And Liashenko is the first to skate in the final group. 18 years of age, from Kiev. And what a move she has made. 19th at last year's European Championships. A quantum leap at the Worlds in Makahari, where she finished in 6th place.
Well, she's one of these skaters who's just been very quietly going about her business. I can't remember her as a memorable performance from the World Championships in Makahari last year, but she's always solid and consistent.
And in the short program, she very nicely went about her business with a gorgeous triple-Lutz combination. And that's what we're going to see right now. Very nice.
Well, Barb, for the women, that jump's become like a triple axel for the men. You simply have to be executing triple Lutzes in both the short program combination and in the long program if you hope to be in the final group, to be a contender for a medal.
Under rotated the triple flip. Gorgeous triple sow double toe. She has a really nice tight air position in her jumps. quite interesting that in the pairs event, the Russians are not quite as strong as they used to, but they are really coming on strong in the ladies event, because in the top 6 there are 4 skaters from the former Soviet Union.
A little late hitting her mark at the end of her program there, but she did hit her mark a little earlier in the season. She competed at Nations Cup in Germany, and she finished second behind Marina Kilman. So that was a big boost for her confidence, and she certainly skated with a lot of that out here today.
Elena Liashenko of Ukraine, who won her qualifying pool, now hoping to win a medal at the Europeans.
Barb, you talked about her air position, and here's a quality example of a nice triple-double combination. Triple sow goes up, she reloads, left arm comes in front, up into the double toe, cleanly executed.
Well, she has great skating skills. She really is very solid in terms of her speed and her power. She really attacks her jumps, but there's really nothing that sets her apart. There's just something missing.
Technical merit marks from 5.1 up to 5.4s from France and Poland. Her coach, Marina Amerkanova. And now the presentation marks from 5.1 up to 5.6, and a real array of ordinals. 2 firsts, 3 seconds, a third, 2 fourths, and a sixth from the Slovakian judge for Elena Liashenko, who must now sit and wait. And here is the leader after the short program, a bronze medalist at the European Championships last year, 21 years of age, from St. Petersburg in Russia, Olga Markova.
Well, I think she stunned a lot of people in the short program. She came out and skated absolutely flawlessly with the triplets combination. Surya Bonaly had an error on her triple flip, so she is sitting number 1 going into the long program.
Olga has traditionally been a quality technician. It's been on her artistic side that we've sometimes found her a little bit lacking, and it appears as though she's aware of that and has worked on it, and I think this program will demonstrate that.
She's opening with the triple lutz. Oh, pulled out in midair. It's just a double.
Traveling 3 turns into a triple toe, double toe combination.
Here's the next hardest jump from the lutz, the flip. Oh, that was a double. She needed that one. I think we're seeing a lack of mental toughness here, because it's not as though she's fallen on these jumps. She's mentally pulled out in midair. She's going to try the lutz again, and again a double.
Barb. She's laid in a nice triple sow there. She's done a nice triple toe earlier in the program, triple loop, but she doesn't feel confident with the flip and the lutz.
Well, although she didn't get the big triples in, I like the program better this year. I think she's got a much more of an artistic quality to her skating, and I think it's a good program, a good vehicle for her going to the Worlds.
You can tell by the audience reaction here, they've certainly enjoyed this performance. They obviously think it's one of the better skates. We'll just have to see what the marks have to say.
And we'll have Olga's marks when we return to Dortmund after this. We're back in Dortmund awaiting the marks for Olga Markova, and the technical marks being greeted by a chorus of whistles and jeers here. A 5.0 from Norway up to 5.4s.
Well, I think those marks reflect the fact what we mentioned in the course of her skate. She missed the lutz and the flip. You've got to have them to get big marks.
And now the presentation mark. She has 5 first-place ordinals, a 4th from Norway. She is still the leader, but Surya Bonaly is next. And the door is wide open for Surya Bonaly to capture her 5th straight European title. There was some concern earlier in the week about the condition of a foot. She has stress fractures in 2 toes, but it didn't seem to really be a factor in the short program. In second place after that technical program.
Well, as Surya has drawn last to skate in this ladies event, I think it's important to remember that we've had a couple of skates which are going to affect the final standings here. Surya, with a strong performance here, will likely take this event because there have not been a lot of strong skates. Burdiskaya, who was 3rd, has skated poorly, slipped, as well as Tanya Shevchenko. I don't think either one of those are going to be on the podium when this is all over. And she opens with a fabulous triple lutz, triple toe combination, the only one we've seen so far in this competition.
Well, a good start on her quest for another European title, and her major goal here this year is to win the gold medal at the World Championships, because after that she wants to retire and go on to a pro career. She lays in a nice triple flip combination there, and she's skating with a tremendous amount of confidence. A little over rotation there on the landing of that triple toe loop.
Have to wonder if maybe that was supposed to be in a split jump, triple toe, and another jump in combination, and she just swung out through the last jump.
been the only skater out here today that has really gone after this title. Well, it's obvious that Surya likes this program. I think it's the best thing that we've seen from her. The audience loves it. I don't think anybody can touch her.
Well, unlike her teammate Philippe, who appears in practice here to not be very comfortable with his new program, Surya looks like she's done a lot of homework, looks fairly comfortable with it. She's had a couple of little mistakes along the way, but I don't think she's has to worry about anybody breathing down her neck here at these European Championships. I think we're looking at the winning skate.
Well, she's given up her quest to be the first woman ever to complete the quadding competition, and I think that was a good plan because she finally has the program. She has the package. I enjoyed watching her this time.
And it was not only this long program, but her short program is equally as effective, and we'll get to take a look at that at the World Championships in Birmingham.
And the capacity crowd saluting Surya Bonaly, who is about to become a 5-time European champion.
Well, there certainly isn't another lady in this event, perhaps in the world, who can challenge Surya technically. Here we see triple Lutz, triple toe combination. She's the only woman to execute that here in this competition, and that's what's going to set her technical merit marks above the rest of the crowd.
And the marks coming up very quickly and easily the highest we've seen so far, 5.7s up to 5.9s.
Well, you hate to say that the sport has come down to being a jump-a-thon, but when you look at what comes out in terms of programs and in terms of content, you've got to have triple Lutz and flip to be there.
Well, she'll like these presentation marks, 3 5.9s and 9 first-place ordinals for Surya Bonaly. And no surprise, a 5th European crown. She's won 3 internationals already this year. And all that is left is a world championship. Gold for Surya Bonaly. Olga Markova wins the silver. And Elena Liashenko of Ukraine moves from 5th up to the bronze medal position. Surya is still the queen of European skating. We'll be back with a final word from Dortmund.
Moments ago, Surya Bonaly climbed to the top of the podium and was awarded the gold medal for the European Ladies Championship, her 5th consecutive title. But Barb, I was slightly disappointed in that no other woman mounted a serious challenge to Surya at this event. But I don't think that'll be the case at the World Championships. Lu Chen, who we missed last year in Makahari due to injury, is back skating well, and I think she is perhaps the only one who can seriously challenge Surya in her quest for her first world title. And Barb, what do you think about the pairs?
Well, aside from Minos and Sand of the USA, these are the major players in the world today. And I don't know if it's a post-Olympic letdown for the Russians or the end of an era, but it's obvious that they are no longer the dominant ones in this sport. I'm going to put my money on Kvarokova and Novotny. I think they should have won here, and I think they're looking great for Birmingham. It should be a great shootout, and I think anyone...